Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. This is another one of my story times. So this was supposed to be a Halloween series. I'm supposed to be doing a Halloween makeup look, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Can we be honest? I don't have it in me today. But guess what? I have it in me to tell y'all a story time, so we're gonna get it on the road. Now, this story time is a continuation from my first series. I definitely want you guys to watch the story time titled My Friend Fought My Toxic Best Friend before you guys watched it. I'm gonna leave all the videos down below in the description box for the videos that you guys need to watch before you watch this story time, because if you watch this story time, you're gonna be confused. You're gonna be looking like, what's going on? Like, if you want to watch this story time without watching the videos that I tell you need to watch, do it at your own risk. That don't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? You did. So, we got two disclaimers that we're going to get the story time started. Now, I usually my first disclaimer, let's start off with the good one. My first disclaimer is that I usually have been coming with Halloween makeup looks and stuff like that. And I know some of you guys know in my past story times, I told you guys that my dad, he's an artist, so I get my drawing from him. He used to make us draw when we were younger. I used to be so angry, y'all. Y'all don't understand how angry I used to be. As a matter of fact, I still have some of the stuff that I used to draw when I was in elementary school. Let me show you guys. I used to draw. This was literally like torture. I used to draw stuff like this. And he would literally come and he would critique. He'll be like, stay in the lines. I'll be like, hey, I want to go play. Me stay in the lines. I ain't the Picasso you are. Oh, this is my favorite one, y'all. I drew this. This was so cute. So these are I think these are butterflies. This was a snail sitting on top of a log. This was a dog. This is so cute. This is in 3rd grade, y'all. This is my 3rd grade notebook. This is like elementary. This is either 3rd or 4th grade. I'm pretty sure it was 3rd grade. And then, yeah, this is my favorite drawing. And I also like this one. This is another dog. His food was here. Hold on, let me turn it down for you guys to see. His food was here. It was a poodle. And I was supposed to, he will actually make us draw and then he will make us color it in. But yeah, y'all. And when I got to like 5th grade, he started making us paint. So my dad is an artist. He likes to paint. So I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite paintings from him that he's ever done. He's done we have way more paintings than that. But like, these are my like 2 favorite paintings of all times. I have $5 for you guys to tell me who this is, y'all. I'm going to lower the settings so you guys can see it. Yes, y'all. This is Catwoman. He drew Catwoman, as you guys can see. And y'all, the details are immaculate. I'm gonna like, look at the details, bro, y'all. This man can draw. Look at this. This is from scratch, y'all. This canvas will be completely white. Look at this. Look at the details. Look at that. What? Y'all think I can draw? I can't draw. He can draw. So yeah, when you guys are sitting around wondering how I learned how to draw and everything, just understand that that came from my dad. Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all like them. He has many more, but those are like my 2 favorites. Second disclaimer. Okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, okay? I knew that from a young age. But commenting negativity on my channel, you're wasting your time. You're gonna get blocked. I've been blocking a lot of people lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Before you get ready to type your dissertation about how you feel about me, please understand that you will be blocked. I'm not gonna argue with you. I am not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm gonna block you. And the beauty about YouTube is YouTube does not notify you when a YouTuber blocks you. So you are going to think that you're not blocked because you're going to be watching my channel. And you might even comment something negative again and it's going to go through. But it's not going to go through on my end because you're going to be blocked from commenting. So don't waste your time. If you don't like me, just unsubscribe and keep it pushing. I'm not going to read it. Save the dissertation for class, okay? And then I'll be getting comments of people saying they're unsubscribing. Bye. Farewell. Bitch, this is not a divorce. You don't need to announce if you're unsubscribing. The fuck? This is not a divorce. Me and you are not in a marriage together. Like, I don't mean to sound rude, but yeah, you don't need to tell me that you're unsubscribing. Just go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that. You know what I mean? Boom. Let's get straight into the story time. So we're going to reintroduce all the characters from the last story time. So y'all do know we have Brittany. Brittany is my friend that ended up beating up my best friend Kelsey. I remember I told you guys in my last story time that I was just gonna call my best friend Kelsey my best friend to not get it like, you know, misconstrued or whatnot. And then we have my other friend Kelly that I introduced to Kelsey, but she turned on me and started hanging out with Kelsey. We are going to go ahead and introduce Kelsey's friend into the story time. I forgot what I gave her. I forgot the name that I gave her in the last story time, but we are going to call her Mink, okay? I know these are a lot of names, and I know it's gonna be hard for me to keep up with it, but I'm gonna keep up as good as I can. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna try my best. So we have Kelsey, which is my best friend. We have Brittany, which was my friend. We have Kelsey, which was my ex-best friend. Let's clarify. Me and her been fought at this time. We ain't cool no more. We got Kelly, who was also my friend, but she turned on me and ended up hanging out with my best friend. And then we have Mink, which was Kelsey's friend, which was my best friend's friend. So boom, we're gonna introduce Mink. Mink was this light-skinned girl. She had curly hair. She was mixed. She was very pretty, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. She was the school thought. Like, it's that simple, you know what I mean? Like, y'all know we don't discriminate around here, but she was the school thought. I mean, I did not know Mink, but I knew of Mink. I heard stories about her taking guys down left and right, you know what I mean? And she used to talk about it. I mean, she was a proud thought. She wasn't one of them thoughts that was secretive with it. She was very proud about what she used to do. It had me some Mink, and Mink never really bothered me. Like, the funny thing is, even when I had fought my best friend and everything, Mink was still very polite to me. She would see me in the hallway. She would say hi to me. Like, it was very, like, no, like, bad blood. No, like, no bad interaction with her. Like, she would still say hi to me. She would not say nothing to me, da da da. But I always felt that Mink had some type of animosity towards my friend Brittany. Because the funny thing is, Mink would say hi to me, and she would never say hi to Brittany. But after Brittany and my best friend fought, Mink will say hi to me, because mind you, I will be with Brittany, walking with Brittany in the hallways. Me and Brittany used to always be in the hallway together. Brittany would be with me, and Mink would see me and Brittany in the hallways, and she would say hi to me, and she would me mug my friend Brittany. And mind you, at this time, Brittany fought my best friend. So there was one time I ended up seeing Mink, and she was like, "Hey, Irene." And I was like, "Oh, hey, Mink." And she literally looked at Brittany like this. She said, so I'm like, the funny thing is, mind you, she looked at Brittany and then she walked off. So me and Brittany looked at each other. You know when you cool with somebody for so long, y'all don't even gotta talk. You already know what they saying with them eyes. So me and Brittany, we look at each other. And I told Brittany, I'm like, "You got beef with me or something?" And Brittany like, "I don't got beef with that hoe." Mind you, Brittany was very hood, gutter, y'all. Like, when I say gutter, sis was gutter. Like, she was, I love me some Brittany. I love me some Brittany. So she was like, "I don't got beef with that hoe." And she was like, "But if she want pressure, we can." Like, that's the type of energy Brittany always came with. Like, Brittany was such a sweetheart, but like, if you tried her, it was over. So she basically was telling me how she don't have an issue with her, but if she want pressure, like, we can have pressure. You know what I mean? This is one thing I would like to tell you guys. Brittany was best friends with my best friend's boyfriend. My best friend had a boyfriend that I hated, and Brittany was cool with him. Like, they were actually best friends. They got along very well. They hung out after school. Like, they were actually very cool. My best friend knew this. She didn't have no issue with Brittany and the boy being cool, but when we all started beefing, you could tell, like, she didn't really like it. Even before they fought, you could tell that she felt some type of way. Now, at this time that they had already fought and everything, the boy and my best friend, they broke up. They're no longer together. But, you know, you still feel some type of way, because, you know, that's your ex, and your ex is, you know, best friends with a bitch that you just got done fighting. You know what I mean? So you could tell that, like, Kelsey kind of felt like there was static, but like, she tried to act like there wasn't, but it was very obvious, right? Now, Mink was also friends with the boy, and I'm pretty sure Mink became friends with the boy because Mink started hanging around my best friend a lot. And you know, you hang around a girl a lot, and you're around her boyfriend too, you probably end up sometimes being cool with the boyfriend eventually, you know what I mean? So him and her, they developed a friendship. I could tell, because, you know, I didn't really like the boy, but Brittany liked the boy. So whenever we would be in the hallway, she would go up to him and she'll be like, "Hey," we ain't gonna give him a name, she'll just be like, "Hey, da da da, like, how you doing?" Like, da da da. side, so he'll be laughing. I'll just stand to the corner because, like I said, I don't like the boy. I ain't never liked the boy. To this day, I don't care for him like that, you know? So they chucking it up and they, you know, it's green and everything. And sometimes when Brittany will go and talk to the boy, Mink will be already talking to the boy. But it's not like Brittany will come and, like, you know, butt in and be rude about it. Like, literally, Brittany will come. I'll just stand in the background. I'll say hey to Mink. I'll be like, hey, Mink. She'll be like, hey, Irene. And Brittany will talk to the boy. And when Brittany would talk to the boy, Mink would be mean-mugging Brittany as if Brittany stole her lunch money. Like, she will be mean-mugging Brittany like Brittany committed a crime and got away with it. Like, it was so crazy because I was like, why do you have an issue with Brittany but you don't got an issue with me? Like, I mean, if you have an issue with Brittany because she fought your friend, then you should have an issue with me too. Like, I'm mad confused, you know? There was one time that the same shit happened. We seen the boy in the hallways during hallway transition, and Brittany went up to the boy, right? As Brittany go up to the boy to say hi, this time, bitch, I don't know whether Meek wanted it to be known that she didn't like Brittany, but Meek stepped it up a notch, to say the least. This time that Brittany went up to the boy to say hi, Meek was like, ugh. I said, oh! I was shocked, y'all. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that Mink was coming with this type of energy. So she was like, ugh. Brittany kind of looked like, mind you, Brittany don't argue. That's not Brittany. Like, that's not Brittany does not argue, y'all. Like I told you guys, she doesn't argue. Brittany kind of looked back. She was like, anyways, hey, how you doing? Like, she started having a full convo with the boy. So now at this point, I'm watching the interaction because I guess, you know when people do certain things like what Meek did, they want attention. And I guess Meek didn't get the attention from Brittany that she thought she was going to get. Meek probably thought Brittany was going to be like, girl, who is you? Da, da, da. Like I said, Brittany not like that. So I guess that infuriated Meek. So Meek was like really, really me-mugging her. Like, when I say really, really me-mugging her, really, really. The boy wasn't just talking. He wouldn't just be talking to Meek when we would pull up. He would be surrounded. He was always surrounded by girls looking back at it. Like, he was always cool with girls. I don't know why. He was surrounded by like multiple different girls. And yeah, so there was a lot of girls around him. So, you know, Brittany would just have a little convo. They will be laughing with each other. It will be some nice, calm shit. Like, they'll laugh. She'll be like, haha, you stupid. Like, da-da. Like, and she'll just keep it pushing. Like, she'll go away, right? I'm guessing one of the girls came up to us the next day and basically told us that Meek, when she walked away, Meek started singing the song. I'm not finna make up the song that Meek was singing. The song was somewhere around the lines of her basically saying that Brittany was always on the boy's dick. Brittany wanted to suck him up. It was a lot, y'all. It was a very disrespectful song, to say the least. Like, it was a very, very disrespectful song, and she sung like a whole like lyrical song. So at this time, mind you, when the girl came up and told like Brittany what happened, I was there too. So I'm looking like, and I'm just like, so Brittany gets mad. So now Brittany's like, man, I'm gonna fight this hoe. Like, she was pissed, y'all. Mind you, this is like a couple of days later, right? So she's like, I'm gonna fight it. And then mind you, after me got done singing the song, she was like, she wanna suck your dick so badly. She started telling the boy that. And mind you, you know guys, you know how guys are. He was like, chill. Like, he laughing and he like, chill. She was like, nah, she wanna suck your shit so badly. Like, why don't you pull it out so she can suck it? She always on your shit. Like, it was bad. So the girl is telling us everything that this girl said when we left. And I was just like, why does this girl have an issue with Brittany? Like, I was mad confused, right? So I'm literally looking at the girl who's telling us the news, and I'm looking at Brittany. And as the girl keeps telling us the news, bitch, Brittany is getting more and more mad. Bitch, I thought Brittany was gonna hit me. Bitch, I took a what did they say? Slide to the left. Oh, slide to the right. No, because she on the right. Bitch, I slid to the left. Like, I thought Brittany was going to hit me. Bitch, I thought Brittany was just going to take her egg out and pop somebody in the head. And I could see Brittany getting so mad, y'all. Like, she was like, you see, Irene? You see? Like, she stopped. Bitch, I see, don't hit me, okay? She's like, you see, Irene? You see? She's like, I try my best. Like, she was getting so hot, y'all. So she tells the girl, she was like, thank you for the information. So now, after the girl leaves, the other girl who told us the information, she was like, no problem. And the other girl, she said something like, you know, I just wanted to let you know because, you know, I I don't know. The girl was saying something like she don't like that fake shit, but the girl wanted to fight. Girl, bye. She told me, I don't want that. You know how people be messy, but they try to sugarcoat it, saying, I just felt like you needed to know. She ain't need to know. You don't know this. You don't know Brittany, and you don't know me like that. Like, we didn't need to know this information. You just wanted to see war type. Basically, at this point in time, Brittany is like, we need to look for her. Mind you, when this girl told us this information, this was at the beginning of the day. This was like after first period. So in hallway transition from second and third period, Brittany literally was on a mission to find this girl. And it was so crazy because it's like, we always would see Mink in the hallways, but this day we did not see Mink in the hallways at all. Like, it was actually mind-boggling that like Mink wasn't in the hallways. So I think after third period transition or fourth period transition, we ended up running into Mink. She was in the main hallways talking with a group of girls. Brittany comes up to her and Brittany taps her on her shoulder. Bitch, I'm just looking, bitch. Shit, ain't my battle, you know. Ain't nothing I can do, you know, but I'm still gonna just be standing there like. So I'm in the background, I'm looking. So Brittany tapped her. Brittany was like, Meek turned around, gave Brittany the most disgusted look that I had ever seen on Meek's face in her life. I'm talking about Meek looked at her like it was a roach on her shoulder. Like, Meek legit looked at her shoulder. She was like, and she looked at Brittany and she was like, yeah. And Brittany was like, I don't know. She said, I heard some news and I don't know whether it's true or not. So I'm going to ask you this one question. She said, a girl told me that you was making up a song about me or something. Like, is it true or not? He legit looked at Brittany and was like, I said, ah! What's going on? What's going on? I said, hey, what's going on? So she was like, So Brittany said, sing that song for me. Y'all. I don't know whether Meek thought she was R. Kelly. Bitch, I don't know whether Meek thought she was Trey Songz. Bitch, I don't know whether Meek thought she was Drake. But Meek started singing the song. When I tell you guys, my jaw dropped at Meek's boldness, y'all. I'm talking about she was singing it in high note. Mind you, y'all, I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. Meek had a little nice voice on her. So she was actually sounding good. She was like, Brittany is a dick rider. Y'all, I cannot make these type of stories up. Like, she was basically, I don't remember the actual lyrics like I told you guys, but she was basically calling Brittany a dick rider. And she was saying how she wanted to suck up my best friend's boyfriend shit. She was like, she wanna suck him up. It was crazy. So she's singing the song. Mind you, Brittany is literally looking at her like this. Brittany was like, so bitch, I'm looking at Brittany. And bitch, I'm looking at Meek. And bitch, I'm looking at Brittany. And bitch, I'm looking at Meek. I'm literally like, I'm shocked. Mind you, Meek is singing, y'all. Like, I'm talking about she made up a whole song for this girl. And she is singing. Mind you, she has her hands. You know when you singing and you hit it the note and you go like this? She's like, Brittany is a dick rider. I said, Meek is bold, Shaw. Meek is actually very bold. So Brittany was like, come to the restroom. Come to the restroom. Meek can't say no questions. She was like, okay, bet. I do not even know why, y'all. But like I said in the last story time, the group of girls that was in the restroom where Brittany and my best friend fought, they just so happened to be in the restroom just there, like chilling in the restroom, because mind you, this is hallway transition, y'all. So they just so happened to be already in the restroom chilling when we walked in. Brittany tells Meek, like, come on, let's go to the restroom, because like you got like fucked up type shit, we finna fight. So we all walking. I'm talking about we walking, like we all walking to the restroom. Meek not saying nothing, she just quiet. Brittany quiet. We get in the restroom and we end up seeing the girls. So they're like, hey, Irene, hey, Brittany, what y'all doing here? So Brittany was like, I'm finna fight her. And so they were like, why? What happened? Da-da-da. And so she was like, she got me messed up. Da-da-da. Surprisingly, the girls did not like Meek as well. I feel like the girls didn't like Meek because she was hanging around my best friend. So she was telling the group of girls, she was like, I'm finna fight her, like da da da. And they were like, yeah, whoop her. Like they're egging Brittany on to whoop her. Meek starts talking about look, at the end of the day, My friend Brittany was like, put your hands up. Mind you, Brittany's like this. She's like, put your hands up or fight. Me trying to have conversation. Brittany just went in for the kill. So now at this point in time, they fighting. They in the restroom, they tussling. I'm cheering Brittany on. At the end of the day, I don't have an issue with Mink, but Mink, you are not my friend. You know what I mean? I'm like, get her, get her. Like, the girls are yelling, get her. Like, it's mad crazy type shit. So they started off in the beginning of the stall and they ended up in the handicap. So they're fighting, they're punching. Mind you, Brittany is whooping her shit. Like, I'm not gonna say that Mink wasn't getting no hits in, but it's like Mink was struggling because, like I said in my last story time, Brittany hit quick. You know what I mean? So Brittany hitting her. Like, Brittany is whooping her. And it gets to the point in time they get in the handicap, they're fighting. Brittany ends up taking Mink by her shirt and flipping her on the ground and starts punching her. Mink is trying to fight upward. Mink ends up getting up. Mink gets up. Mink ends up having the upper hand. When Mink got up, Brittany ended up slipping. So Mink tried to get on top of Brittany. But like I said, as soon as Mink tried to get on top of Brittany, those girls started hitting Mink in her head. I'm not even gonna sit up here and cap. They jumped her. I ain't even gonna lie. I did not jump her. And I know there's about to be some people in the comments because, like I said before, every time I tell a fight story time, y'all, I always have people commenting saying that I'm not a good friend for standing up for my friend, this and that. Please cut your mouth. Cut your lips. Cut your lips. Cut your lips. Okay? Stand up for my friends when they need to be stood up for. Brittany was whooping Mink. She didn't need to get jumped. She didn't. Even when she got on top of Mink, she didn't get a hit in. As soon as she got on top of Mink, they started knocking her head sideways. Now, at this point in time, when they start knocking her head sideways, Brittany's not fighting her no more. And so she doesn't know what to do, Mink, because it's like 3 people hitting her. And so she ends up like just punching everywhere. So she ends up punching them. Like, she's just punching her hands everywhere because her head is down, so she's just like that, right? So they let go of her. It's not like they jumped her for like a long time. They kind of like got a couple of hits in and they let go of her, right? At this point in time, Brittany's not fighting her no more. Brittany's adjusting her shirt. Like, Brittany's not talking. The rest of the girls are screaming at her like, yeah, you got beat up. Yeah, like they're screaming. Like, they're like, bitch, you got beat up. Da da da. I don't know what Mink, I don't know. Maybe because Mink got manhandled so quickly, she didn't know what to do. Mink thought that I was the one who initiated the jumping. And I jumped that girl, okay? So Mink starts screaming, y'all jump me. You jump me. She's pointing at me. I said, girl, ain't nobody jump you. Y'all, Mink didn't even let me get my last word, you out. She punched me in my face. She punched me, y'all. So at this point in time, me and Mink, we fighting. Because it's like, bitch, I ain't jump you. But you ain't finna be hitting me in my face and I'm just gonna let you. So now me and Mink, we in the handicap stall and we're fighting. I'm talking about, I'm swinging her around. Like, I took her by her shoulder because Mink was small. So I took her by her shoulder and I literally took her, I slammed her into the wall and I started fighting her. Mind you, while I'm hitting her, I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody like, I'm like that with my hits. I'm going slow with my hits. So she's literally like in the corner like this, like she going like this. She not fighting back. So I end up giving her one last hit in the head and I was like, bitch, don't you ever put your hands on me again. Like, I was screaming at her because it's like, you are not gonna come and hit me. Like, baby, I was nowhere near you. Okay, I understand that you don't understand who hit you, but why would you just automatically assume that it was me when it's a group of girls in here that don't like you and I don't have an issue with you? I ain't friends with you, but I don't have an issue with you, so why would you automatically assume it's me? So we end up running out. You know, y'all know high school, we don't want to get in trouble, so we end up running out. So I'm in class and now it's time for sixth period. And as I'm transitioning to go to sixth period, everybody is basically accusing me, Brittany, and the clique of girls of jumping Mink. Mink goes around and she's telling everybody in the school that we jumped her, we beat her up. Y'all remember when I told you that Kelsey did it? I told y'all, I said, ain't nobody jumped Kelsey. But I ain't gonna lie. When Mink was saying that we jumped her, I kind of was like, kind of like, you know, like we didn't really, I didn't jump her, but you know what I mean? Like she she kind of got jumped. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the clique of girls, they kind of jumped her, you know? So at this point in time, everybody is basically talking shit about me and Brittany and the clique of girls. But like, they're coming correct when they're talking about the clique of girls. Because like I told you guys before, in my last story time, everybody was damn near afraid of those clique of girls. So everybody is, as I'm walking through the hallway, y'all know how people be like trying to like attack people and be like snitch, snitch. People are basically going around in the hallways calling me a jumper. They were like, you jumping bitches now, you're weak, you're weak. So I end up getting with Brittany, and I end up telling Brittany, I'm like, bro, everybody's been saying that I've been jumping, like, what the fuck? And Brittany was like, yeah, they're saying that about me too. They're saying that we all jumped her. Meek is going around telling everybody that we jumped her. So Meek ends up yelling, like, mind you, while me and Brittany is having a conversation, we hear a loud commotion down the hallway, and we turn around and it's Meek, and Meek is on 10. She's like, those are the bitches that jumped me. Those are the bitches that jumped me. So I'm like, ain't nobody jump you. Ain't nobody jump you. And she was like, it's okay. It's okay. I got something for both of y'all. I got something for both of y'all. And she basically said, when we transition to 7th period, we fighting. That's basically what she told us. And Brittany was not an arguer. So Brittany said, bet. So 7th period is coming to a transition. She done already told the whole school that we fighting, and we used to have multiple riots at this school, so everybody was on schedule. When 7th period was getting ready to hit, everybody started walking to the back of the school, because whenever we used to have school riots, we would have it in the back of the school. So literally, teachers knew what was going on. I'm talking about teachers are in the hallway like, go to class, because they see us all migrating to the back of the school, because we are now about to fight. So me and Brittany are walking to the back of the school. Brittany is getting ready to fight again, and I'm down for whatever, because at this point in time, I just personally felt like Meek had me messed up. So me and Brittany are holding each other's hands. We are not even all the way to the back of the school yet. We are in the middle of the school. We're walking. We're holding each other's hands. We had that type of friendship where we will always hold each other's hands in the hallway. So we're holding each other's hands, and Brittany's like, I'm finna really whoop this hoe. Like, I'm really finna whoop her now, because she tarnishing my name, because literally the whole school started bullying us because they kept saying that we were jumping people. Me and Brittany are walking. Y'all, I don't know, my brain didn't process it. Meek hits Brittany from behind, but my brain didn't process that Meek was doing that. So I'm walking with Brittany. Mind you, me and Brittany were walking, and I hear boom really hard, like from the back of the head. But I didn't really think, not from me, from Brittany, but my brain didn't process it. So when it happened, me and Brittany both turned around, but I'm still holding Brittany's hand. So I'm turned around and Brittany turned around, and it's Meek. And so Meek hits her, and Meek was like, you want to jump? Come on. Mind you, we are not even at the back of the school yet. Like, we're in the middle of the school. So at this point in time, Brittany yells, Irene, let go of my hand, because I still had her hand. So I let go quick. I let go really quick. Meek comes and they start fighting. So now at this point in time, they're fighting. Now, when we used to have riots in school, it would basically be like everybody who been having beef with people, like everyone fighting. So when she started fighting, these other group of girls started fighting. It was like 10 different fights going on at once. And when Meek and Brittany started fighting, one of Meek's friends hit me, because I guess I was supposed to be fighting the girl that was friends with Meek. So she hits me, and me and the girl, we're fighting. That fight did not last long at all. They say don't fight big people. It's not because like we know how to fight. It's because we literally just use our bodies to win. Like, that's it. Now, I'm not saying that big people don't know how to fight, but we mostly use our bodies to win. Like, whenever people say, I don't want that big bitch sitting on top of me, they're not lying, because that's what we do. Like, I literally, like, took her, like, by her hand. I think it was a smaller girl, too. I literally took, and mind you, I wasn't that big in high school. I was not that big in high school, but, like, I was still a bigger girl, but I wasn't that big in high school. But I literally just took her by her neck and slammed her on the ground. It was an easy kill. Like, I'm not finna fight with you. Like, she came trying to punch me. I literally dodged. I took her by her neck and I boom slammed her on the ground. So now she on the ground, right? She on the ground. So Meek and Brittany is fighting. I don't give a fuck. You sent somebody to fight me? For what? Because you hit me earlier on? No, it's not going down like that. So all of a sudden, another one of Meek's friends comes up, and they're trying to jump Brittany. So it's not happening, not on my watch. So I took Meek by her head. Mind you, I told you guys, Meek had curly hair. Like she was a biracial chick. So she had a lot of curly hair. I literally wrapped her curly hair around. Bitch, when I wrapped her hair, bitch, I said, bitch, I almost asked her, what's your hair routine? Because this hair is soft. I wrapped her around and I banged her head against the locker. Y'all are not gonna jump my friend. And that's the reason why people, when people comment saying I'm not a good friend, this and that, as any one of my friends, I am a writer when I need to do it. I'm not gonna be doing stupid shit, and I don't need to do stupid shit. Like when the time is right, I'm gonna be right there. Meek's head, and I busted it against the locker. Meek then fell on the ground, y'all. Like she didn't pass out on the ground. So now Brittany fighting with this one other girl because they were both jumping her at first. And Brittany handling her. Like I told you guys before, Brittany could fight. At this point in time now, I see officers running down the hallway because it's not just our fight. There are multiple different fights, y'all. I kid you guys not. When I say that it was a riot, it was a riot. The whole school is cheering people on. People are literally fighting. Guys start fighting each other. This one boy was going around hitting people. I'm talking about like, it was no beef. Like he was just going around punching. It was this New Orleans boy. He literally was going around punching people and saying, yeah, yeah. I said, no. You need to fight your opponent. Don't fight the crowd. Like, if you don't have beef with these people, why are you... Like, this boy was going around hitting random people in the face, knocking them out and saying, yeah, and laughing. It was bad, y'all. So all of a sudden, all the monitors come running down the hallways. The teachers come running down the hallways. The police start come running down the hallways, and they're tackling us. They didn't tackle me because I wasn't fighting at that time, but they ended up tackling Brittany. They ended up tackling the girl that Brittany fought. Like I said, it was a group of other girls that fought. Clique of girls that were in the restroom, they had beef with these other girls, so they were fighting. They tackled them. I mean, they're tackling people left and right. This one girl that was fighting, that I don't even know why she was fighting, she fought this other girl. She was like basically saying that like she could not breathe, and this fat white man would not get off of her. Like I remember that so vividly. Like she was yelling, she was like, I cannot breathe. Like it was a huge white monitor, and he literally was hovering on her like a Build-A-Bear. No workshop where best friends are not made. I'm talking about this man was on her like he wanted to hump her. And literally everybody was screaming, get off of her. Like we were screaming because it's like this girl's literally saying that she cannot breathe. Like get off of her type shit. Like you too big for all that. So at this point in time, the teachers are screaming and the teachers are basically yelling at us to get to class. And the teachers end up like rounding up everybody they fought. They put me in handcuffs. They didn't tackle me, but they put me in handcuffs. Bitch, I'm looking, bitch, when they put my hands behind my back, bitch, I said no. I'm not under arrest in Jesus' name. At this point, I said, I'm not under arrest. Sorry. Sorry. Like, no, like, I'm not under arrest. Like, if y'all, like, no. So they put me in handcuffs and they're rounding up everybody. And there was a office nearby. There was an AP office. Now, we had multiple offices throughout the whole school, depending on your last name. But they literally just took everyone to the nearest office. When I tell you guys that office was packed, it was like about a good 10, 15 girls in that office. The guys that fought, they stopped fighting by the time the monitors came. So it was only girls who got caught. So at this point in time, it's a whole bunch of girls in the office. Of course, you know, it's still girls trying to fight each other. The police are yelling, saying, we're going to tase you. We're going to tase you, because it was these other group of girls that were still trying to fight in the office. And the police was basically threatening to tase anybody that got out of line. Like, they had their tasers out. And they basically said, anybody who acts a fool in this office is getting tased, because y'all taking it too far at this point. So I guess nobody likes to be tased, so, because everyone started simmering down, bitch. The office went from screaming to quiet. So at this point in time, they're calling everybody into the office. They're asking people what happened, blase, blase. We're in the office the whole 7th period, and all of us get suspended. And yeah, some people get sent to alternative school. I don't really know who got sent to alternative school, but yeah, some people get sent to alternative school. No, I told you guys that I was in alternative school, but during that time period, don't really know why, but I think during that time period, I got out of alternative school. They ended up putting me right back in. I did not go to the alternative school outside of campus. I went right back to the one that I was in before. So they ended up putting me right back in alternative school. Friend did not get sent to alternative school because she was not bad. She just got suspended. I got suspended. Meek got sent to alternative school because Meek was a bad student. Like, she was actually bad. Like, she had truancy. Like, Meek used to get truancy for like skipping school to get rammed. Let's just call it what it is. Like, Meek used to skip school and get rammed. I'm talking about, I will just be on my phone chilling, and I will always see Meek's sex tape in my phone. Like, people used to send her sex tape around, and she was just getting rammed. So she had a whole bunch of truancy problems, and she was also not a good student. Like, she was a bad student. So she got sent to alternative school with me. The clique of girls, they got kicked out of school. They were bad. Not all of them got kicked out of school, but majority of them got kicked out of school. They got sent to another alternative program outside of the school. They were already bad, so they kind of just saw it as like, y'all gotta go. I know some of you guys are wondering, where was Kelly and where was Kelsey? Kelsey was there. She didn't fight. Kelly was there too. She didn't fight. I looked to the corner while the whole riot was happening. They were just standing in the corner. I really do not think that they knew what was really going on. I'm not gonna lie to you, because everything happened so fast. Mind you guys, this is all in a matter of a day. Let's just keep that in mind. Brittany and Mink fought twice in one day, okay? So it's a lot that happened this day. At this point in time, I end up getting sent back to alternative school, and it's the first day back, and Meek ends up coming to the classroom, say a day later. So I'm sitting in the desk and I'm chilling, and I see somebody walk in, she being loud, and she, like she talking to a guy in the hallway. So the teacher, he's like, come on in, Meek, like, stop being disruptive, come on in. So she comes in, and I literally look at Meek. And I look at Meek. Mind you, she behind me. I don't want no girl that I just got done fighting behind me. I'm gonna need you to get right in front of me, because I need to see what you're doing. You done already hit my friend from behind in the back of her head. You ain't finna do it to me. If you do it, I'm gonna slam you on this table. So I look at Mink, and she look at me. She didn't say nothing. She walked past and she sat down. Let's say a week later, Meek ends up talking to me. Me and Meek, we have our first conversation. She ends up telling me that she just felt some type of way. She said that she's never had an issue with me. She didn't understand why I involved myself in it. I said, Mink. I didn't involve myself in nothing, sis. I'm not the one who hit you in the restroom. You hit the wrong person. I said it was the clique of girls who hit you in the restroom. You should never put your hands on me. I said once you put your hands on me, it no longer had to do with whether me or you had an issue or what. No, you put your hands on me. I'm gonna defend myself. She was like, oh, you're not the one who hit me. I'm like, no. She's like, I could have sworn it was you. I said it wasn't. Like, I didn't hit you. Like, it wasn't me. She basically squashes it with me, and she basically ends up saying like, look, she's like, me and you don't gotta be friends. We don't have to like talk to each other, but like, I don't want no beef here. Like, this is a classroom. I'm not trying to get sent to the other alternative program. I don't want no beef with you. Like, let's just squash it. And I tell her, cool, let's just squash it, because shit, I don't got no issue. Like, we don't gotta talk. And that was that. Like, I never talked to Mink again. I mean, she would say little things to me here and there. Like, she would have little conversations with me, but it was never really like cordial. Like, it would just be like little shit, like you know, if she needed answers, she'll say, hey Irene, like, did you do the homework for da da da? And I'll be like, oh no, I didn't do it. Like, little shit like that. Nothing spicy. Tell me why Kelly's messaging my phone. Mind you, we're gonna go to Kelly and Kelsey. Mind you, Kelly is my ex-friend. She messaging my phone talking about some who would have known that this bitch thought she was a narrator. Like, every single time something happened, this hoe was always texting my phone. Remember I told you guys in the last story time, she was texting my phone, calling me a fake friend, da da da. She told my son, who would have known that you would have caused all this? Do you not know how drama filled you are? Do you not know that you started all this mess? It started way back with you and Kelsey. Do you... Girl, if you want to eat Kelsey out, just say that. Like, if you want to eat Kelsey out, just say that. Like, why you going so hard for this girl? This is somebody that I introduced you to. Like, what's not clicking in that dumbass head of yours? Like, what is going on? So at this point in time, Kelly is texting me all this bullshit, and I literally was going off on her, the messages and whatnot. And I didn't see Kelly like that anymore, because I was in the alternative program. I barely seen Kelly. Like, I did not see Kelly at all. But I told Brittany what was going on, and Brittany ended up confronting Kelly in the hallways. Because remember I told you guys, Brittany did not get sent to alternative school, so she was still in the hallways. She told me that she confronted Brittany, and she told me she told Kelly, she said, text Irene again and I'ma fight you. I told you, Brittany was a rider, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. And you know the funny thing? I texted Kelly and I said, do you want to fight, yes or no? Because it's like, you keep texting my damn phone. The fuck is you keep texting my phone for? Like, if you have pressure, let me know. Like, let's fight. Because it's like, you're getting out of hand type shit. And on top of that, I was moving. So I didn't care about getting sent to alternative school. Like, I was moving, you know. So I told Kelly, I'm like, look, if you want to fight me, let me know. Because you keep texting my phone, being disrespectful. Like, sis, let me know if it's pressure. Like, if you want to fight, let me know. I'm the narrator of my story. This is my story. Brittany confronts her, and she does not say nothing to Brittany. I'm talking about she went mute. But I do tell you one thing. As soon as Brittany confronted her baby, stop texting that phone. Period. As you should. So let's fast forward to when I was leaving the school. Mind you, I ended up moving and going to my different school. Y'all remember my other high school where the other story times I told you guys about. I guess they found out that I was moving. I don't really know how they found out, but they found out that I was moving. Tell me why Kelly and Kelsey added me to a GM on Kick and started harassing me in the GM on Kick. I just find it funny that when I'm moving, y'all bitches got a whole lot to say. When y'all saw me in the hallways before I moved, y'all never said nothing to me. When Brittany confronted you, Kelly, you didn't say nothing to me anymore. But I find it really, really funny that when it's time for me to move and I'm no longer at this school anymore, y'all have a whole lot to say to me. They started adding me to the GM, started bullying me, started talking about you're fat, you're never gonna amount to nothing, this and that. I'm talking about bullying the hell out of me. I was leaving the GM, they were still adding me in the GM. It was a lot. It was a lot. I was so angry, y'all. I wanted to walk to go fight them. Y'all, I didn't have a car back then. This was when I was 15. I didn't have a car. I wanted to walk to that side of town to fight both of them because I literally was like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, y'all saying all this shit when I leave. Why didn't y'all have that same energy when we were at school? I'm talking about they were being mad disrespectful. Saying stuff like, yeah, you left the school because you couldn't handle the heat, huh? Bitch, I left the school because my parents put a for sale sign in the grass. That's why I left the school, bitch. To handle what heat? The fuck? Bitch, I ain't Miami. So at this point in time, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, bitch, I moved because my parents didn't want to live here no more. Like, they started creating this narrative that I moved because I was scared. Scared of what? Like, I didn't already fought you, Kelsey. Kelly, I called your hands out. You didn't do nothing about it. Like, scared of what? Like, what am I scared of? Oh, a bitch can't make me scared. Like, it's a sin to fear people. I already do enough sins. Why would I add that sin on my bucket list? I'm not scared of nothing. I'm so sorry about it. So at this point in time, they're going on a tangent. I literally typed in the GM. I said, soon enough, the school will figure out who you guys are. I said, you guys are the bottom of the barrel ass bitches. You guys, I said, whatever negativity that you guys are sending my way, you guys will get sent right back onto you. Have a good life. I don't know if that kind of scared them or what, but they ain't typed me back nothing. They left me alone. They completely left me alone. I had this other friend, and the funny thing is, I literally just seen her at the store the other day. And I haven't seen this girl since 9th grade. I just seen her at the store the other day. And we had like a little talk and stuff. But there's this other girl that I used to be friends with. And she called my phone one day. And mind you, at this time, y'all, this is 10th grade. I'm already at my new school dealing with my drama. And she calls my phone. And so I pick up because this is my old friend from my old high school. She was like, bitch, guess what? And y'all already know. Whenever they hit you with the bitch, y'all already know. You already know. Like, y'all already know. So I'm like, girl, what? Y'all know how I told you guys that we only have a 9th grade center. We did not have a main camp. We only had a 9th grade center, and then we only had a main campus, which was a whole different building across the street. So of course, everybody ended up migrating to the upperclassmen campus. Now we're no longer in the 9th grade campus. And Kelsey and Kelly went to the upperclassmen. They started beefing with upperclassmen. Yeah. They started beefing with upperclassmen, started beefing with popular upperclassmen girls. And they found themselves getting crunk and getting buck with upperclassmen girls. And Kelsey actually got into a fight. I seen the fight. It's on YouTube. That's the funny part about it. I don't remember the name of the fight, but it's on YouTube. And I seen the fight, and Kelsey, she was fighting. They were fighting. I think the girl picked Kelsey up. I don't know. Don't quote me, but I think the girl ended up picking Kelsey up by the neck and slamming her on the concrete floor to the point where Kelsey couldn't get up. So y'all, when I tell y'all that karma is a bitch, karma is a bitch, okay? Y'all better be careful how y'all deal with people, because God will always bring it back around. People be thinking that karma is a girl. Nah, baby, karma is God. God is very vengeful. And when he knows that, when you play with God's children, he will play with you back. Especially when he knows that you have a good heart. The same way how Kelsey picked up Brittany's head when they were fighting in the restroom stall and slammed it on the metal thing in the restroom, and Brittany ended up falling. That's what happened. Exactly. That's what happened to Kelsey when she fought that girl outside. The girl literally picked her up and slammed her on the concrete. I'm talking about all you heard was boom, and literally everyone in the background was like, ooh, like, because everyone knew it was bad, and the girl didn't even like do nothing. I think the girl kicked her head, so she slammed her and then she kicked Kelsey's head. Everyone was like, ooh, and then literally Kelsey just laid flat on the ground like she was a starfish under the sea. Under the sea. I said, yikes. Like, literally, so I'm on the phone with my friend and I'm like, oh, like, I'm shocked, y'all. Like, I'm at a loss for words because, bro, what? Like, this is crazy type shit. So, my friend is giving me the tea and she's basically telling me everything that happened that caused it. And like I said before, Kelsey and Kelly were messy. They were messy souls. And they went to main campus thinking that they were gonna run main campus and try to, how you think you're gonna run upperclassmen? Like, that don't even make sense. They went to main campus thinking they were gonna run the upperclassmen and they ended up beefing with girls that were in a clique. Like, these girls were actually in a clique. And so that fight happened. I'm like, oh my God. So my friend, she's talking to me and she was like, but wait, there's more. I'm looking at her like, what else happened? Like, what more can there be? And she was like, girl, that fight happened like a week ago. And I was like, okay, so what happened? Y'all, tell me why Kelsey went to school the next day, and Kelly, and the other clique of girls that they were beefing with tried to stab them. They tried to end their lives. My friend said that they came to school with big ass butcher knives, running around the hallways with knives in their hands, yelling out, where's Kelsey? Where's Kelly? At the beginning of the day. They took that metaphor too hard when they said they woke up and chose violence. Because y'all, they really woke up and chose violence. My friend said that they were running around the school asking for Kelsey and Kelly with the knife in their hand like this. They had to call monitors. They ended up tackling the girls and arresting the girls. And yeah, Kelsey and Kelly almost got poked. They almost got poked. And they're very lucky because if this happened in the 9th grade center, they would have got poked. Because the 9th grade center was very small because it was just 9th graders. But main campus was huge, y'all. They were trying to kill them. And Kelsey and Kelly had to end up transferring to another school. The girls who did it, of course, they got kicked out of the school and they got arrested. Kelly ended up going to a different school within the district, and Kelsey just moved out of the district completely. Like, she got out completely. Y'all, when I tell you karma don't play, karma don't play. And mind you, my friend told me that basically the monitors told Kelsey and Kelly, because the whole school started hating them. It wasn't just those clique of girls. The monitors told them that it's best that they get up out of the school because people actually want their head. And if y'all from the hood, y'all know what that means. People actually want their head. And it wasn't in a matter of like, oh, fighting. Like, they wanted them dead. And they told them their best bet is to leave the school. See how karma works? These bitches was on my phone. These bitches was on a bad bitch phone texting me talking about I couldn't handle the heat, so I got out the kitchen. When in actuality, my parents just moved. But y'all bitches really had to move because y'all was about to get poked. Because y'all was messy. That's the ending of the story, y'all. Years later, after high school, Kelly ends up apologizing to me on social media. I follow her on social media till this day. Kelsey, like I told you guys before, I follow her too. And I don't talk to them. I don't even think they're friends. They just be up in my DMs, complimenting me. Ain't no bad blood. This was 9th grade year. I don't have like an issue with them, but I would never be friends with them again because I know that those girls were not to be trusted. Kelly never really asked to hang out, but Kelsey is always trying to hang out with me. Girl, I would never hang out with you. Like, never. I don't trust you. Like, you are not a good friend to me. Mind you guys, if you guys have not watched the story time that I just posted where I said she slept with my man, Kelsey is the one. You slept with the guy that I liked and that you know I was talking to. You were not a good friend. You did a lot. You did a lot. You were a fake ass friend. And Kelly, I would never be friends with you either because you were supposed to be my friend. I introduced you to this girl and you rode off into the sunset with her and almost got your ass poked behind this girl. Now look at y'all. And the funny part about it is every single year, Kelsey always tries to invite me out to her birthday events. Girl, I am not coming to celebrate your birthday. And I don't even know why she continues to invite me, because some years I don't even reply. Or if I do reply, I'll say I'll let you know. And she'd be like, okay, love, I really would like to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Bitch, you might as well call me Casper the Ghost, because you would never see me again. Like, I would never hang out with you again. And I personally just feel like she sees that I'm doing good in life. And she sees that, like, you know, I'm on the right track. And I feel like she's trying to be, like, you know, hang out with me. She would slide up on my story nowadays. And she be saying, like, oh, girl, you look so cute. And like I said before, y'all, I don't got no beef or bad blood, because this shit happened 9th grade. This was 10, 11 years ago. You know what I mean? I don't got no bad blood. But at the same time, I can't kick it with you, because I don't care. I don't know if you change, and I don't care if you change either, because I would never forget how you made me feel. And me and you was just supposed to be friends. Like, I actually really, like, adored this girl. And she's one of the main reasons why I don't call nobody my best friend. She was the one that I called my best friend. And she literally crushed my heart, y'all. She always thought she was better than me. So she started treating me like how she felt about me. She thought she was better than me. But now that she sees I'm up and shit, she's always in my DMs. And on top of that, she has a kid now. So it's like, you know, I don't know what's going on in her life. I hope she's doing good, you know. And the funny thing is, Kelly has a kid too. I don't know what they got going on in their life, but like, you could just tell that I'm on top. I'm the winner. First place goes to Irene. Second place goes to whoever wants to be in second place. They only care about the winners. So yeah, y'all, that's the story time. I know you guys been waiting on the last story time about Kelsey. I don't think I have any more story times on Kelsey. If I do, I will tell it. But I think those are all the story times that I have on Kelsey. I know that this is the ending of this series, but I want you guys to still hit the like button for me, okay? Hit the like button for me. Is very essential for me. If you guys watch all the series, I love you guys so much for watching every single one of the series. And if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Go ahead and check out the rest of the content. And if you guys like it, subscribe. My name is Irene, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.